Well, I updated my drivers, so now I gotta reset everything's to default. Okay, so we should have sound now. Doggish with the suggestion there. Is it fixed? Hopefully it's fixed.
You're building Maple Valley? Right on, man. New rare drop link. Oh, go to it from computer. Very good.
I wish there was a light on. Well, there is a light, but you can't see it on this Kinsey cart.
I need to make a command so you guys can just, you can do the command and then type in the user's name and call it good. Figure out how to do that. All right, let me save this, guys. We're gonna go try to change that spreader just to see if we can fix it.
Do the mass.
Yeah, we're gonna lower the fill volume and maybe up the mass. Tiny bit.
I think there's.
If you lower the fill volume, you ain't gonna have to up them.
You might just need to air, but.
Let's see what the mass is.
No, my chat's not changing. Fuck.
Now the chat, you gotta scroll through 3 different tabs.
Yeah, but it's taken forever to. For some reason, Joe's chat's not popping up. If I go to Dusty's, it sticks on Dusty's.
Readable, guys? I don't know if it's readable. Ooh,
My chat's not working?
Well, if I go to Dusty's Twitch chat, because something's fucking embedded, it doesn't.
all right.
Let's see if I can change chat. I can go to Dusty's.
Speed limit value 20.
Yeah.
Shouldn't that be a little higher?
Darn it, now I'm stuck on Dusty's chat.
Yeah, you gotta refresh. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, Nick, we're running a beta developer version of it, of the course play.
How fast do you usually spread, Jake? 12, good?
15.
Doggish, Courseplay was giving me some issues earlier. Anytime I would save a course or load a save course, it would crash the game. So I deleted it from the mods folder and did a fresh install, and it seems so far to be stable. Before we couldn't go 2 minutes without it crashing. So.
You said how many liters, Jake? 9,000?
Yeah. 9,700.
Okay. And then, let me see. Where's the mask? Let's see where we're at.
Guys, that would be the
So we got our truck running Courseplay here. See if he stops at that trigger.
Component, center of mass 2325.
I'm sure you up the mass because he's got 20,000 liters that thing holds.
2325. He has that thing at 23 metric tons.
That's what that is?
The mass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's got 3 components.
What's the first component? What does it say in the XML? There's
That's
supposed to
what
be.
I'm looking.
Did you open it up in GE?
No. Do I need to?
Yeah. Then you could click on it and look at the rigid bodies and see what the actual mass is. Because that trailer shouldn't be 23 ton, I don't think.
Seems a little heavy.
So this guy recognizes the tip trigger.
2.325. So it's 2 metric tons then, right?
How many components are there?
3.
Why are
The
there
collision.
Why are there 3?
Well, I think it's the collision. Well, they put suspension on it,
Oh.
so they made all that suspension underneath the
So
wagon.
Okay.
spreader and trailer together should be just shy of 20,000 pounds.
So your metric number for the whole thing should be 10. So you're about
9
And
two
metric
times
tons.
Let's see
as
what
heavy.
with it. Does that have sides on it too?
No, this does not.
Like, it doesn't have the extensions?
No.
Okay then, because they have new leader makes a GL4 variable dry large capacity drawn spreader that's got extensions on top of it too. That thing holds 608 cubic foot, but it's got 24-inch sideboards on it, so it's got 2-foot extension.
Jeez.
Yeah, Doggish, every day they're making updates. This is version 10.
But that thing only weighs 20,000 pounds, or 20,000 pounds too, so.
A Courseplay King. It's impossible. I'm the Courseplay King.
He's a courseplay dickhead.
So 20,000 pounds converted to metric ton is 9.07.
I'd just go 10.
Yeah.
And so mass on GE says 2.325, but the XML doesn't have the period. Is that a reason?
Well, they're not gonna be synchronized. It depends on your collision, the size of your collision in GE. But I would make the first number in the XML 10 or 9, and then I'd make the other two like 500, 500. It'd be 10,000, 500, 500 is what your XML should look like.
Okay.
And then when you're in GE, you can click the components, and then under the mass, it'll tell you like the center of mass, like the XYZ, and then you can copy those values in the XML as well. Under like rigid bodies and stuff. Yeah, Farmer Willie, we can save the courses. We have a saved course here on our trucks. Our combine's on a saved course.
Is it blowjob skills are on a saved course?
Whoop! This guy just ran into our other truck here. It's because it doesn't recognize vehicle collision trigger yet.
Good hired help there.
We are to the pivot. I think we're coming up to halfway done on this bean field here.
Nice. Just took a week.
Yeah.
Try that. Guys, let's just leave it open. We can adjust the XML on the fly. Oh, we have to sell it, I guess.
Your screen's black.
Mine?
No, Dusty's.
It is?
Yeah.
Shouldn't be.
Not for me.
You probably refresh it. Won't it?
Yeah,
Something
I
must be
can't
going on
wait.
with multi.
For the Courseplay to come out as well, or at least to get all the functions implemented and working. But gotta fix the bugs and keep testing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's horseplay is so valuable for single player.
Yeah, it makes running multiple equipment in the field pretty easy. Like if you're running a couple combines and tillage.
And you can have that bigger operation if you want.
I mean, the hired worker is so bad that without it, without course plate, you'd be kind of stuck.
Yep.
But I think the in-game spreaders are even off for their capacity because that one spreader holds like 15 or 17,000.
The single axle one?
Yeah, I think I think the twin one. The twin axle one holds like 18,000, but that's got a huge extension on it too.
Let's see if this thing pulls empty.
Well, that'd be correct though. 608 cubic foot be right around 18,000.
Yeah,
Yep.
the Meyer wagons are done. The FP240 still needs some modeling. I don't know, maybe one of these days I'll get into it, if I ever get back into some dairy. Which I'd like to do, but gotta get that placeable shit figured out.
Oh, you watch random stream about that?
What?
Nothing.
Nothing? What do you mean nothing?
You should ask random how his barns are going.
Good? Bad?
Not sure right now.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna model it in GE, export it as a placeable, and then just load it in the map items, and call it a day. And then test it out.
Two pipe out.
This guy always misses the... Maybe if I do a offset back a little bit.
Yeah, I can feel that and dump at the same time. That's kind of nice.
How's it going, Indiana?
Getting alerts on my stream.
See if the tractor can pull it. Still wiggles a little bit. Could be the suspension though. I'm not sure the suspension's really worth it.
Yeah.
Maybe stiffen the springs a little bit.
Yeah, that might work too. Cruising now. I up the speed.
Seemed like it's still sliding.
Yeah.
I had
Yep.
the same
Yep.
issue on my spreader. The wheels are separate objects. Just because the way they move, they're at kind of an angle.
Right.
And anytime you're loading it, it kind of slides on the ground. It's been like that since 15.
Leans like a biatch when you take a corner. Yeah, I might need to add some rip to the tire too, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Like a friction.
Yeah. Thing squats pretty good with that suspension on there. I don't know.
Well, you look like you're doing lime like I do.
Push.
Probably as Jake hadn't said nothing.
Oh, right.
Yeah, follow me would be good right now because I gotta drive these trucks singly. Yeah. I don't know how come I'm not getting any of these subs on my channel too. Something you wouldn't think that having a dual PC would change your subs from
No.
popping on your screen.
What are you talking about, Woolrith?
Getting
Mixer? I did release a mixer and a manure spreader.
was a sweet weenie roaster.
Walking tandem work maybe full on suspension. Huh?
Yeah, it's got some crazy suspension.
Yeah, it does.
Maybe just too many moving.
Juggle, lug, juggle. Ooh! Turn on that light bar. Look at the night light up.
Yeah, I think my Coon mods I put on Mod Hoster. I think. But now one of the spreaders default in game, so don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, always nice when Giants put something in worthwhile.
It was correct.
Yeah. Just like Hallmaster, I'm surprised we got these nice green carts right off the bat.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, even that Kinsey one's, it's a nice card.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Kinsey.
They kind of screwed the pooch on the wheeled version. But a different axle as an option, you know, with part of the wheel options, I guess. They didn't do it.
I always find it weird how they like do some stuff to such detail, and there's other stuff that's like, no.
Yeah, like all the slurry stuff.
There's no consistency. It's
No.
really weird.
Some implements have hoses on them, some don't. I was like, you put hoses in the game, but yet some implements still don't have hoses.
Yeah, we never got around to it.
Seems like they didn't get around to finishing the game.
Not sure they didn't. Much.
In-game mod-up as a farmhouse trailer. Yeah, I got that Mathos. I got on the map right now. Can't be Trailer Park Farms without having to start my own trailer park. You guys just wait till my new logo's done. One of them is a toilet paper roll with a face on it. It says TPF.
Just wanna get high.
I sent the picture to Jake. It's free. It's pretty good.
Maybe I should do a rebrand. I don't know what I would do though. So not creative.
Oh, blowjob.
The blowjob. I don't think that would go over too well.
Yeah, I'm thinking that might get you flagged fairly easy.
Go over great in the farm sim community.
Yeah, while you're still in it, then YouTube flags your.
And ban.
Right.
How's it going, Kennedy?
Cut him off. Or not.
I really wish they'd bring back the power use and the unload. Rev the engine RPMs when you're unloading these grain carts.
I thought there was a mod out there that you could turn like the RPM limiter up or something. Maybe
And I swear the light on this Kinsey cart doesn't actually work. The only light I have is on my tractor.
You push the light button again.
I don't remember. I haven't used it in the dark in a while.
It's like there's on that I series John Deere combine, you turn all the lights on, you think you have everything on, and then you hit it one more time and the auger light comes on.
I mean the light is on, but it doesn't have an actual light source with it.
Oh, okay.
They forgot that.
Typical.
That's right. They forgot the lights and the hoppers of the Ideal and stuff too.
John Deere's probably like, you gotta get your sketchy game up to a little bit higher standard here.
We're gonna allow our stuff into the game.
We're gonna take it out.
Downhill, it doesn't need to. Oh, it definitely seems like the Giants rushed this game.
What?
No way.
They postponed it a whole month. Can you imagine how bad it was for them to be like, yeah, we gotta postpone this a month?
They gotta have part of their team like working on like the new one like right after, don't they? Or do they
I think they wait,
support for a year and then start working on it?
if that.
Like, I would think you'd have some people move and at least start something, but I don't.
They made a post back in February last year.
Well, they're already
saying,
working on the
okay,
mobile version. FS20, I'm sure by now.
Yeah, I already seen. They had a trailer or something out for it already.
Oh God, really?
Thought, yeah. I'd never played on mobile, but. I don't really like mobile games. Need a bigger screen than that. fact, I need a 218-inch TV called the wall, please. Was that Samsung that came out with that?
Yeah.
By the time I get a house, that thing will drop and it will be in my house.
You got a 218-inch TV? Well, yeah. How about my 500-inch?
For fuck's sakes.
Jeez.
My wall's not big enough for my TV, actually.
Buy a bigger house.
Yeah,
Solves
do an
that
addition.
problem.
Jay, I have no idea when Courseplay will be released.
Well, it's like what? 18 feet or something like that?
Imagine it won't be released for at least another month or two, if not longer.
Screen size is nice. Yeah.
How's it going, Farmal? Farmal farming, goody but oldie, oldie but goody. Is Farmal went to what, Massey Ferguson?
Okay.
Formal
Yeah.
was international,
Yeah.
International.
and then to Case IH. Come on, Joe, you're playing Farming Simulator. You should know all of it.
Fuck.
Like Massey was Massey Harris. Is what the older ones were. Surprised my chat's so dead today. I never have a dead chat.
Yeah, I'm pretty used to it.
I usually always get some form of talking. Not today, I guess. Maybe it's too early. Jeez, it's holy
I
crap.
was gonna say, it's not that early.
No. Yeah.
5:30 here.
Yeah, 4:30 here.
Just glad I don't have to work tomorrow.
Got way too much to do.
Life is going strong with the case in international Farmal. Well, if it isn't broke, don't fix it. Courseplay is it's not available. Yet.
Kitchen beta testing.
Oh wow. Sweden.
Speeds.
Ooh, 14-10. Eagles are up.
Think that'd work for Loonies, Jake?
Who won last night?
Yeah, it'd be pretty funny to do that.
Well, I can tell you the Cowboys lost and it was hilarious.
Oh, did they?
I heard they were burning jerseys and a whole bunch of.
Classic. It's always a good day when Cowboys lose.
Or who are they playing again?
Ram.
All right. What's this guy do?
6:30. Where are you at, Indiana?
Probably on the same side of the U.S. as your dumb butt.
Well, it's 5:30 here,
No, it's not.
or 6:30. Wow. My clock on my computer is an hour behind.
You must think it's still. You must be living in Wisconsin still, or already.
He's got to get used to the time change, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only been 6 years and I'm still not used to it.
All right. Doing good. Our old spreader, man, it gets dirty quick. Slide. On. Definitely slide.
So the GPU is at 68 degrees, CPU's at 56 degrees overclocked at 4.3, so I think we're good. Have you guys tried these flash SSDs, these NVMEs?
Yep, that's what I've got in mine.
Oh yeah?
Although my game, I think, is running on my other SSD.
I picked up a Samsung 970.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, it's so fast.
I don't even know what I got. I don't remember.
The read speed is like 2600, and the write is like 2500 megabits per second. It's so fast. Going from my old Western Digital hard drive.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
that'd be a big step.
Oh
I used
my
to-
god, it's...
I can't believe you waited so long.
I know,
I
well,
fucking upgraded to an SSD when I built my new one when we were talking about building computers.
when I first built this thing back in college, I had a small, like, 32 gig SSD or something, and I used that as my boot drive. And then I had my old hard drive where I'd store everything, and then it would cache a lot of your mostly used items on the SSD. So you're kind of getting bulk storage, but fast. Because back then they were like super expensive.
All my games are on my SSD, and my like mods folder and farm sim folders on my hard drive.
Yep.
Yeah. So now this Samsung NVMe thing is a terabyte, and it's fast as hell. I had to get an adapter to put it in my PCI Express slot because the M.2 drive was only 2 channels on my motherboard. And I was only getting like 700 and something for reads.
So I
It's a
should,
great
yeah, I
day
should,
seeing the Cowboys lose. Yeah.
I should probably move my mods to my hard drive. I never thought of that. Got them on my SSD.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Yeah. I've never had farm sim on my SSD either till now. It's beautiful.
I just made my first spec map.
Did you?
Woo!
Yep.
Does it look like shit?
It was a shit, so I'm sure it did look like shit.
Oh,
Did
God.
you use Photoshop?
No, I just used Jake Shop.
Oh. Jake's Chop Shop.
From State Farm. I got my khakis in my khakis.
What spec map did you redo?
Made a spec map on the shitter.
Oh.
Get it now?
Oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah, once you said Jake's own thing, I was like, yeah,
Pit-
there's something to this.
Pitter patter, there is quite the splatter. Poor
Here we're
toilet.
all congratulating you.
The old porcelain throne really got it.
Damn it, full grain tank going wrong.
Those random ones, they diffuse map shitter.
The Office. You know, the fuel save option on this doesn't work. They usually shut down, shut off the engine, but guess not.
No fuel savings there.
Nope. Marco's from Italy. Buongiorno. I speak the most Italian.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Jake speaks the fourth most Italian.
Yep. I know Spanish more than I know Italian.
I feel like the lighting, they don't bump it out enough. Like it only lights up about 30 feet in front of you. I feel like it should be further than that, right?
Probably. Depending what you're running, I guess.
And then you can't really see it after, I mean, you drive 100 feet away and then all the lighting goes away.
Yeah.
So Cole's over here selling this train set that he hasn't used in forever. Building up his PC funds again.
Upgrading the PC.
Yeah, he's, I think he's trying to build a new one. Which, I don't know why, he's got a 1060, that should play this game fine.
Yeah, that's what I have in the Trident.
I mean, my 970 was, you couldn't keep
Oh.
up with this game.
I don't know if that's why he was changing it, was the 1060. I think he was going processor and motherboard. The
Right,
main
but
component.
he was looking at a 1070 Ti as well.
I mean, fuck, you're redoing all your components, you might as well just do the card while you're at it, because who knows if the 60 series will run the next farm sim.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the 1060 would run this game fine. The next one would be a good time to upgrade your card, right? Every time I upgrade a graphics card, I spend a couple, over $1,000 on this computer. It's always
Oh,
something.
yeah. Flood.
It's never as simple as just the card itself.
Nope.
Well, I bought a 1060 with mine, then sold the 1060 with, I was like, yeah, fuck, I'll just go to the 1070.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a 1060 in the Trident, but it's one of those small gaming PCs, so I think it's thermal. I think it's overheating, so it's trying to stream and run YouTube and Discord and everything all at once to overheat.
I like my Asterix card.
Yeah.
I went with a gigabyte because my motherboard's a gigabyte, even though the gigabyte software is terrible. I think the next rig I'm gonna build is gonna be all MSI.
I had no issues with my
Pretty good.
Asus so far.
All my new stuff's MSI pretty much. MSI motherboard.
Well, their software is like I'm using MSI Afterburner right now, and it's just like freaking mid. Or EVGA. That was
Yeah.
what my old card was, and that was pretty good.
Trying to think, what do I got here? Running on this.
Or maybe it's gonna be an Intel build. I'm not sure yet. Intel's got a really sweet motherboard. What fertilizer do I have on this field? Good question. It's not plowed, I can tell you that right now, and it's not, doesn't have lime on it.
You'd be in real trouble then.
So we need to plow it. Let's take that layer. We need to put lime on it. And then it looks like it's got one layer of fertilization, so pretty much we're getting piss poor yields, or not ideal yields at least. Who are the people on the mic? You got Jake, TPF, and Sinister Socks.
Hey, allowed to farm, I do, man.
It would have been nice if they would have included Kloss. You know, maybe like a Lexion and a Jaguar. I'm surprised John Deere's in before Kloss is.
Oh yeah, Socks has got his cup there. Fill that cup up.
What's in the cup?
Metamucil.
Liquid patience.
He's muted, so he didn't hear. Well, he might have found.
I don't.
What was that?
Is that where the bits go? Is in the cup?
Yep.
I can have one of those on Streamlabs, too.
Yeah, you should have.
Fill it up.
Oh, that's what cup you were. No, I thought you meant he was drinking something.
Oh no, I'm talking about the cup on it. Stream.
Oh. I guess you could
Metamucil.
put
Yeah, I don't think
Metamucil.
people can send a Metamucil there. Biddies.
Yeah, but the biddies will take over for the Metamucil. Hey, sometimes you gotta clean your system out.
True.
Jake knows
I
all
haven't
about
sounded it,
this.
'cause all of a sudden my game just lost.
I
all the-
do, because like 3 weeks ago, that's part of the reason I fell off the trailer.
What? Too much Metamucil?
No, I had fucking shit in 4 days, so I had really bad stomach pains.
Oh.
Is that why it's
That was
called
good.
a hot seat?
Yeah, I was getting ready to climb down the trailer, and all of a sudden I had like one of those big fucking like stomach pains shoot through my stomach,
Oh.
and that's when I slipped down to the ground.
Tristan, they don't have the overloader functioning in this developer version yet. So I can't do the grain cart on course play.
Let me check the mixer here.
That hard worker's doing, but up and down with the header. Up and down.
Do you have any bits in that cup yet?
Yeah.
I see something there. Throw some biddies. Is he gonna make it?
Sound's
No.
not working on the game all of a sudden.
Some big old biddies.
You're not getting sound in your game now?
No. All of a sudden just quit.
I tell you, man, these things, like earlier it wasn't working for me. All I'd do is restart my computer and then it was working.
Yeah, that's
Doesn't
probably
make
what I need to do. If I do that, well, I guess you guys could set it a BRB screen because stream doesn't have to quit. do this. We're gonna reboot it. We might lose some music real quick. I don't. We'll see.
Is the chat on the screen light? Probably. I'm not sure what the delay is.
I think what's default, 10 seconds or?
Yeah, it's gotta be around there, I imagine.
I thought it was like 30.
Yeah, I don't remember. I know I got mine set to like 10, but I thought that was pretty.
My mic is cutting out bad. It's like all fuzzy and staticky. It's always an issue. It's always an issue.
I think I
How's
might
it
have
going,
to trim.
Tyler? Was that?
No, I was gonna say I might have to trim some stuff off my screen. I got too much going on.
Yeah,
There it
I'm
is.
still messing around with my OBS settings to get a crisp stream going. Cause I have the internet and the tech for it, so. It's just
Yeah, I'm
issues.
running into that as well. Should have both now, dual PCs. So. But
Fancy.
look fancy. Yeah, mine's kind of the same as yours, kind of blurry a little bit. Sure, I gotta adjust my bit rate some more.
A minute delay? Yeah, that's pretty excessive.
Well, Patriots creaming the Chargers.
Of course they did.
What'd you say they're doing?
Patriots creamed the Chargers earlier today.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it was Patriots in New Orleans, but you never know.
Anybody
didn't think
but New Orleans.
I didn't even think the Patriots were gonna make it this year.
I know.
They didn't
No
have
one-
that good of a season.
No one did.
Too bad they.
Is that another part?
Once their, what's his name, Gordon or whatever, the receiver guy.
Josh Gordon.
Yeah, once he got kicked out, everyone's like, well, fuck.
Yeah, I had him in my fantasy football this year.
That guy's got issues.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll probably finish this bean field and then we'll fast forward to the morning to do some lime application, but for this stream it's gonna be nighttime harvest. So would you guys rather have a lake house or a house with land?
For farm sim or what?
No, in real life.
House with land.
Gearhead Joe Rush with the subscribe. Yeah, I don't know what I want. I think I want a lake house, but
Well, according to your farm sim skills, you with land would not be very good.
or you know, like 100 acres with a house on the back end of it. But I think I'd rather
Now he's
have
rented
lake.
out. Rent.
Yeah, I think I'd rather have lake though, and jet ski and a pontoon.
Yeah.
But taxes are a lot more.
Oh yeah.
Not sure what you're talking about there, a speedster. Farmer John. Hello. Oh, this guy's back. At least the grain transport's working.
Yeah, that's something
This
I wish I.
should come in
Yeah.
handy when we have to sell some grain.
Some long drives.
Oh yeah.
Good for that.
Ooh, Tristan's getting pretty dark here. Not a random fan, huh?
Hey Mason, how you doing?
So, Millennial Farmer just picked up a Draper header
Yep.
Ooh.
after he's like, we don't have them because they're expensive.
Yeah, but they traded in their other combine and
Yeah.
one
So
of the
I bet you
Beaner.
what's going to happen is they're getting an S series this season
Mm,
because they always run the combines for beans.
yeah, but if they were gonna do that, they probably would have traded off the bigger one for the S series.
Well, then they can have that plus an S series.
Yeah, but they don't ever have enough in corn. That's the problem. That 9560, I don't think had many hours on it.
Didn't have. Yeah, but I was having issues, and it was like in the shop the whole time. The thing was probably a lemon. I mean, if you don't have that many hours on it, it's always getting worked on.
Well, I said there for a while it wasn't bad. They never had issues till this season.
Yeah.
I need to get some of my real videos up for you guys. You can see how us Canadians do
No one cares.
it. They probably don't. It's all about beans and corn.
You guys don't do corn up there, do you? You guys
No,
are
mostly
more of-
silent.
You guys are mostly, well, depending on what part, you're mostly in like the lentils and wheat.
Yeah, lentils is more east. We're too close to the mountains here to. We don't get the growing degree days that we need.
He's not Mike's territory. Saskatchewan.
They really do them there, but we do canola. We did some faba beans one year. We did some flax. We're gonna try some soybeans, even though probably not gonna turn out. But we're one of the farms that actually likes to experiment.
Yeah.
We got guys in South Dakota that do flax and safflower.
Well, you guys will probably get a better price on beans than your neighbors to the south.
Yeah, I'm not. As far as I know, to sell any soybeans will probably. The trucking will probably be quite expensive because there's not anywhere close that takes them. Well, it depends, I guess. Haven't really looked into the market for them yet.
Yeah.
We tried some grain corn this year, which people are like, "What?" Like, because we're we don't get the growing degree days, and it didn't quite make it. But we only tried it on 18-acre, a little field, so we're just gonna go get some cattle and graze the cattle to get rid of it because it didn't quite turn out.
Yeah.
Try again next year.
Jake, did you say Mike lives in Saskatoon?
Oh, you go.
Huh.
Yeah, Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan.
Saskatoon. Not a bad town. That's where Meridians or what? No, not Meridians. Westfield's headquarters is.
Didn't he say the what is up there that's right next to him? Is it Meridian or some
Who's that?
drill? Mike.
Yeah,
Orgel.
is right there in Saskatoon as well.
I thought they just got a drill.
And I'm not sure where Seedhawk is. That they're up there somewhere. And FlexiCoil has a plant there in Saskatoon. They make cultivators, and I'm not sure what else. Oh, drill tanks, like the seed carts.
Yep.
Random's Canadian now? You're unsubbing? Okay.
Vaderstats in Saskatchewan too.
Well, it's because they own Seahawk.
Nice, Mason. The UDI is taking you to school. Yeah, it's a little bit to get used to, but from what I've seen so far, once you get the hang of it, it makes stuff so much easier.
Yeah. It's pretty straightforward. Lights are always a hassle though, because they require some XML work and
Mm-hmm.
but it's kind of nice that you can have multiple materials on a single object with a single texture map.
Definitely saves texture size for sure, or mod size.
The new graphics card's doing great. I was hoping for a little bit bigger performance boost than I got, but I can't really complain. You know, we're maxed out settings on a 16x map with shaders mod running 35-40 FPS, pretty solid. So take out shaders and it's like around 80 FPS. So.
I gotta see what these load rates are on this combine. She is slow.
Too fast, too slow.
Too slow. Probably about around 350. It's probably gonna be up.
Yeah, what
Maybe
is it set at 2 something?
Yeah, I thought it was at 3, or probably needs to be about 700 to 1,000. Well, I don't want it to be too
No.
fast.
That's way too fast. Oh,
Well.
you're talking liters though, not. I would add 100 to it. What I would do.
Oh yeah.
What do they unload? Like 3 bushel
They might
a
Case?
second?
Yeah, it's
3.5 something.
Yeah, something like that.
So say 3.5 bushel, you're looking at 35. So you should be unloading at around 122 liters a second for a realistic unload.
Yeah.
Which is too slow.
I like the more realistic unload rate.
I like to keep it close to it, but not
'Cause then you can like follow with your grain card for a bit. But that's only if you're running realistic yields too. Otherwise,
Yeah, no, you gotta do the same. If your yields are not realistic and your unload speed is realistic, then it's hard to keep up with the cart.
So my yields are realistic, so my unload, the default unload is way too fast. But whatever.
Yeah, and I don't think these are realistic. These are more like Giants yields, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so.
It's a little too slow for that.
I think it's a bit premature to get the RTX cards, but I think the performance will increase as games kind of utilize DirectX 12 and take more advantage of the card. And they'll update the drivers.
Going snowboarding, are you, Mason? Right on, man. I don't know if I'll be streamed tomorrow. I got a lot of fertilizer to haul tomorrow, and I got some loads of wheat going out, and I might be pretty late.
I upgraded from a 970, so quite the leap. Wouldn't it be funny if the Eagles and Patriots were back in it and Nick Foles won again?
Yes.
God.
Yes, it would.
The only quarterbacks that beat Brady are shitty Eli Manning and Nick Foles.
Hey, stop calling Eli.
Terrible. He's terrible.
He is. I had him for my fantasy, and I got rid of him so fast.
He's so bad.
So is Brady.
He actually wasn't that good this year, in fantasy-wise.
I don't think it was that he was bad. I think everyone was just like outrageously good. Because his stats were pretty similar to what he was last year, and he was like number 2 or something.
I suppose stats, they just didn't win as many games. Yeah, I guess that. Who did I have? I'm trying to think who I had for quarterback.
You know who was really bad is Rodgers.
Oh boy,
he got his big paycheck. You know,
Yeah.
him and Cousins both got big paychecks and didn't live up to it.
Cousins, yeah, wasn't that great either.
See if the sound comes back after I type back in.
Mahomes, he's gonna break everyone's record if he's in the league long enough. This game is so relaxing when shit's not broken or you have to fix stuff.
It is.
When things are working, it's actually kind of enjoyable. But it's pretty rare.
I was gonna say, yeah. Doesn't happen that often.
plant some sunflowers next.
Worth a pretty good price, aren't they?
Well, I only have one sell point on the map, and it's an ethanol plant, so technically it really shouldn't be taking a whole lot of other grain.
Yeah.
So I dropped all the prices besides corn to like 0.6. So corn has a price value of 1. Everything else is pretty reduced.
Oh, sorry, Mason. Yeah, you sent the link, so Nightbot timed you out.
Oh, you got that?
Yeah, I got link as a blacklisted word.
You feel shame.
Link and released and public and
He was just asking for a link to the multi-stream. Nightbot timed him out. I could put it in here for you.
Fried bologna? I don't know about that one, Carson.
fried bologna sandwich. And Texas toast.
You know what's really good is in a panini press if you put in peanut butter and jelly.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty freaking epic, especially after a night of drinking. Oh, dangerous.
Peanut butter and jelly, man. I never get those anymore, and I go to a store that makes them fresh, and I don't care what the price is, buy them. Just brings me back.
What do I think of all that snow? What snow? I don't have any snow here. Must have got
Need to
some
have
snow.
a grilled cheese panini with bacon in it.
Oh yeah.
That's what Timmy's makes here. I got that the other day at Tim Hortons.
That makes life worth living.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna
Let me know if that link to the multi-stream works, guys, or I guess Mason, once you're timed out, let me know.
Make me a sandwich.
Gotta have liters in our bin. Woo, 200 and...
Who is the guy that was making that units converter? I follow him on Facebook, but I forget the name. Has he released anything yet?
The what converter? The...
Units where everything you can switch
Oh,
into like bushel.
Thunder or whatever, that guy, yeah.
Yeah, he's got a Facebook page.
Yeah, he changed it to Farming Simulator Mods or something now.
Maybe that's why I didn't recognize it.
He's released like a PDF on farmlands and a couple other things, but I haven't seen much yet, so. He did release some of that animated object stuff, so you could make stuff work in your 19 map.
Yeah, I mean, my stuff worked. All you had to do is kind of rename a few things and then have the 1.2 patch in it. Works no problem.
Yeah, he put out a PDF kind of telling people what they needed to rename and stuff. So
Yeah, I just renamed everything.
That was nice.
I looked at like the animal husbandry things and just kind of copied those lines. And
Jake, that's a good one. It's no problem. Probably should cut this in half. They're getting too far to go.
No interior cab lights still. Or is there? I thought there was. Wasn't there?
The monitor on the like the 8R glows, so it kind of lights the cab up. The Combine doesn't really do that though, apparently.
Both of you were in the night. Yeah, I guess I'm the only one in the daytime here.
Yeah, I'll probably fast forward here in a little while.
Only non-cool one.
Big ol' hot dog. The only good hot dog is over a fire. Otherwise, it's gotta be a brat with some sauerkraut.
Man, these weeds grow crazy fast.
Yes, they do.
Don't even get done combining and they're already popping up.
I think it does that on purpose. Like it recognizes that you're combining, so then it's gonna.
Yeah. Oh, crop's coming off. No.
The weed.
I just turn off plant growth when I'm harvesting.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to do that. Because really, you shouldn't get any growth till like after, like springtime, like after the snow's gone. Well, for us anyway.
Right.
Or if you have a really shitty combine operator, you'll have some green before harvest is over. But
Just need some seasons mod. Fix a lot of
Yep.
the issues.
their weed patches look like they'll be nicer too. Rather than your whole field being weeds.
Yeah. Is Jake making another spec map?
No, I'm still here.
You're so quiet.
I fall asleep.
Yeah, I need a nap. You guys had
Boring.
So you guys should have done that already like I did today.
a
Tried
Did it
not
yesterday
to on
too.
Sunday.
I need to decide what I'm gonna have for supper.
Why don't you just have a piece of your roommate's pie?
Nobody's home.
Hmm?
sure that STS Combine that's out's any good, is it?
It's not horrible.
Is it UDIM?
No.
No.
You get a lot of junk though with different options, right? I haven't tried it.
I haven't either.
It works okay, but I do wonder if it causes FPS lag.
Yeah, I'd like to use an STS Combine, but it's not good enough. Do you guys have any decal flicker, like ad strip flicker?
I don't get any.
No, I get flicker off the water.
Huh, I wonder what.
Even on the base Felsburn map, the lake
Water?
flickers.
What decals flicker?
I get like a black line that I see once in a while go across my screen, like almost a tear, but
Do you have VSync on?
I did at one point, then I turned it off. I'm not sure what I have it on right now. Is VSync supposed to stop it from tearing?
Yep. Soaking the dollar bills in icy hot, that's just mean.
That's why I was asking myself, would that work with loonies?
Alright.
Wouldn't be as good as a build, but
Oh, here.
cover them in some deep cold. A535. J-Boy, thanks for the sub. So I guess my sub are work.
Just happens infrequently.
Yeah. Well, I had 5 new subs, and it like shows up in my emails, but didn't show up on my stream. So I was,
May not have been when you were live.
yeah, may not have been. Be true. I was gonna say it shouldn't change, but Jay, it's all right. Still have some bitrate stuff to deal with. My stream is a little bit blurry and stuff still, but we're gonna get it figured out. I keep hitting the wrong keyboard and the wrong mouse, so.
Good job.
But it's nice because I got monitor on the left, which is watching all our streams, and then my monitor on the right is Discord and like my Streamlabs, and then my new curved 27-inch in the middle is for game only on my new PC, so it's kind of nice. Monitors are all different sizes, so if you're meticulous like that, you might not like it.
So I just bumped my bitrate up from 3500 to 4000. See if that improves anything here.
You can do that in game. I can't do that with Streamlabs. I have to be done stream. Can't be live.
Looks
No.
like shit stuff. I got hella blurry on yours, Joe.
On mine?
Yeah, the one I'm watching right now anyway. I can barely see your stuff up in the top left corner. Like, read it.
Oh yeah, that's blurry. That's a shader.
Oh,
Always got the. I had to turn that blurry of the further away off one and the close-up one because I couldn't even see stuff in the store on my own screen.
I just have
Turn
the far one on. I don't have the
yeah.
close.
I usually just run the far one.
Yeah, that's all I do. And I turned the fog off.
Good.
It's all right once in a while to have it on, but falling behind on my corn finally. Doing pretty good keeping up, but
What I think I might do is convert over one of my Mandacos and get a little 6R. Do some.
Oh, you're not doing the 85?
I don't know. I'll probably start with the small one first. Probably be easiest.
Do the green color or black? Or both?
Well, if I do UDIM, then I could just make it colorable, dyeable.
Yeah. That shouldn't be too hard to make you dim, should it?
No, but I want to make a spec map for my spreader first to see how that goes, and then once I get this new spec maps down, should be all systems go.
how's the wear gonna be like on the rollers? Because they don't really wear that much.
Just make it scratchy or whatever, like it hit rocks or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, just do kind of a blurb here and there and call it good. If I had an older combine, what would it be? Yeah, I don't know. How old are you talking here? I'd say the oldest I would go would be an STS. Either a 60 or a 70 version. Probably a 70.
97, 70 would probably be the oldest I went.
Yeah, I think that's probably what I would start with as well.
Oh god, I don't gotta plow this. Oh damn it, it's corn. I do.
Good thing you got a horse.
Yeah.
Or you should go get a mocktail.
Yeah, I might have to use that. But if you get one thing on here, it's gonna take a long time. I think it's the only field I have to harvest. All the other ones need to be planted, so we'll be whipping out the sea dock, I think.
The Vaterstad Seedhawk.
Yep.
This isn't Seedhawk a brand?
Batterstad bottom.
So it doesn't exist anymore, or what?
Just Batterstad Seedhawk, I guess it's called now. So yeah, it used to be like darker colors and then Batterstad bottom, so now it's like Batterstad colors.
What's my favorite red machine? I don't know, probably a quad track. I think quad track still pulls better than the RXs, don't they?
I never drove an RX, I'm not sure, but my opinion would be biased because I have a quad track. Not too sure. I know like some of the guys that I've talked to, they don't really like some of the views out of the RX. They said it's harder to see over the back fenders and stuff, but yeah, I've never been in one to
I
back
think
that up.
the cabs are a little small too.
Yeah. But we had a neighbor beside us that was all case, and they went to all John Deere for next year here, so they traded all their 9240s in for S700s, and they traded their quad tracks in for RX, so apparently they think they're good, but pretty big deal anyway.
Yeah, I mean, they must need some serious tax write-offs, right?
Yeah.
How many do they run?
They run 4 combine,
Okay.
and they farm 10,000 acres. They're probably one of the bigger guys around us, but it's funny because they run 4 combines. Well, they had.
You need 4 combines on 10,000 acres?
They don't, but they just. If you watched how they combined, you'd realize they need 4 because they. I don't think they do stuff that efficiently, and they have a 2,000 bushel Brent grain cart for 4 combine, and
Just one grain cart?
yeah, the combines are always waiting, so they don't.
Yeah.
They're not very efficient. I don't. But
Drop a combine, get a second cart.
should, yeah, but we only have 1 combine, 1 cart, but our combine never stops.
Yeah. As long as you have trucks to unload into.
Yeah. And we run 3 tandem, so our truck guys, if we're running 2 trucks, 1 guy's hopping between 2. If we have to run 3, then we have 2 guys usually. And like we run a 1,600 bushel cart, and a lot of guys are like, well, it's a pretty big grain cart. And we're like, yeah, but trucks aren't back. The cart can take 3 or 3.5 dumps before it's
Right.
full.
Right.
Keeps the combine going.
That's also a ton of weight you're pulling around the field, though.
Yeah, and it's generally don't ever get it that full, but
You have a scale on it, don't you?
yeah. Yeah, everything runs through our grain cart. Like we don't even, the combine doesn't even dump in the truck. Like we keep all our scale records, and then we don't have to measure bins. We go, okay, this is like we before we start, I'll calibrate the grain cart, and then the first load I get on a tandem, I'll go to one of our neighbors as a scale, and I'll make sure our scale is calibrated correctly, and
Okay.
then at the end of the year, Dad's like, okay, we have this much liters, give or take. Like we know our scales within like 2%. So, because a lot of guys have to measure bins and to know how many bushels they have, and we just
Oh.
keep records of our grain carts. So
So no one keeps track of their loads, even if they don't have a scale?
some guys don't. Like I know some guys just haul, and then at the end of the year, they're like, okay, well our bin's this diameter and this high, and like they have to measure their bins to know how many bushels they have.
Yeepers.
If you don't have a grain cart or a scale or a way to keep track of it, and
Right.
so we do ours anyway. Live to Farm, I'm not sure what the release thing is about, or what you're asking.
The map.
Oh, well, that was a long time ago. I told him it was a work in progress.
You
Is
should
that a
know
map
better
that
than
you're
that.
working on, or?
No, 6-gun. Six Gun did it in 17, and he's converted over to 19, or, well, completely redoing it, I guess.
Did he ever release that in 17?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he releases stuff.
Oh, so he's kind of like Joe.
Oh, I knew that was coming. I would have put a ton of money on that.
Dickhead.
Biggest problem's not having enough truck drivers. Yeah, I imagine, because you guys probably can't afford to keep them around all the time, and then everyone needs them at the same time. So for seasonal.
No worries, Live to Farm. There we go, I get that. Oh, you can't see that on my stream, the activate windows. I maybe should go and activate it, but eh.
You get to harvest your neighbor's corn next week? Next week? What?
It's January.
There's still guys around here that have fun in the field.
Where are they from?
He's in New York.
Oh. Gonna have to go have some supper, I think.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna take a break. Come back, I might have a link to a different map.
Ooh.
What? Link?
Link?
Woohoo! What?
I'll give you a link if you give me a link.
I love Zelda.
Depends on what map you're talking about.
What map do you think I'm talking about?
Probably not Dyersville.
No.
I think Pixar, that's what I'm getting. Am I right? Right?
Yup.
Yeah. I can go to sleep now. My day is complete. I said, Jennifer, you run a 1,500 bushel cart tandem and a 1,200 bushel semi.
Semi?
Something like semi? Well, I was gonna get bugged for that, aren't I? Semi.
Semi. Where the semis at? We need more semi drivers.
All in Canada.
I was watching a show on Discovery. There's a family that runs a pretty huge logging operation up in Canada. What are they called? Pellertons or something? The voices
Not
are
familiar with
hilarious.
log. They're probably quite redneck too.
Yeah.
Need to change keybinds for that.
The one where it's like shift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, this one's just B and V. I was gonna change it to like Q and Z, I think, for what the old one was.
I don't think I have that one. I just got the other one that's like shift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for speeds. Poor Canadians, yeah. Yeah, poor
Well,
me.
Eagles have no timeouts. 3rd and 10.
New Orleans has the ball there, pal.
Looks like it's
Who's ahead?
Saints,
By how much?
all they
6
gotta do is
points,
get
but
a
there's a
first.
minute left.
Nice. Oh shit, he got it. Game over.
Seriously?
Oh yeah, Alshon Jeffrey went to catch the ball and muffed it in the air, and New Orleans picked it off.
Rip.
Not really.
I just don't want Saints to win at all.
Why?
Hate them.
Why?
Don't like them. I don't know why. I don't like Breeze. I don't.
You know, everyone talks about freaking Tom Brady, how he's so old and the best. Drew Brees, he's just as old basically,
Exactly.
and he's a lot more accurate of a quarterback. He's definitely underrated.
I suppose I'll have to get this cornfield done and then be. Yeah.
Sorry, I'll just sit here and play golf with by myself.
I'll play golf after I come back.
Dusty won't. He's gonna go out.
I don't think I'm gonna stream more farm sim tonight. I wasn't planning on streaming this long.
Why?
Well, 3 hours is good enough for one day. Gonna do another couple hours later.
That's like a record for me.
Yeah, you're 4
Your
hours.
record's
and something.
4, yeah, I can't believe you
4.5
went
hours. Well, I was drinking, first of all. So time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah. You
You
should
were
see
having
some of
fun?
my.
The Discord channel was lit, so
That's pretty funny that night.
lit,
I played
lettuce
I-
bandit.
Yeah.
God. Hey, now I can be the most hated person on Facebook again.
Why?
Because if I post pictures of a new map, everybody's gonna get all pissed off again. Well, you gotta show it off. You gotta show it off.
What's the point?
Point is content.
Point is, there is no point.
Everyone's guilty of doing it, even the guys that say, why do you do it? If they had the opportunity, they'd do it too.
My biggest thing is gonna be, what the hell am I gonna do with 150 fields? Oop.
I don't know what you're gonna do. Hire some Mexicans, I guess.
Some
Hire Dustin?
Somalians.
Take it, Dusty off.
Yeah, it's stream's done.
Beat the cat.
Looks like it anyway. Yeah, you know what? I might not corn. Agree.
Yeah, we're getting there on this field. This guy's heading back to the farm. Let's see where we're at here. We're on data point 12,200 out of 17,200, so we're getting there. should probably do a quick save here in case something bad happens.
That's true, June. Either you
Probably.
post pictures on a new map and everyone bitches they can't play it, or you post pictures on the stock maps and everyone bitches that you aren't showing the actual map. I don't know. A lot of guys that make the maps too want you to stream and show pictures of them. They want people to see their work. Just following orders. Really, I'm just a pawn in the greater scheme of things. Oh, I don't know.
Good
Or
one
this-
would be the ass sent me Osceola.
Huh? 16 times, yeah. What are the specs of the new and old computer? The specs of my old one's still in my description. They should be. And my new one, I'd have to make a list up of it. The new computer is like entry-level 4K streaming. Quite superior.
I need to put a pit here so it doesn't look so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just kind of dump on the ground, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be an auger that goes into the dryer and then it's set up in real life, but never got to that far to modeling it up. I don't know, Northeast Nebraska. I imagine it won't be out for a couple months at least.
The Pat, the 8 gigabytes of RAM is probably my old system, but I don't think my new specs are in my description. Pretty sure my new one has 16, but I'm not 100% sure.
If you didn't go and you hooked up.
RAM is so expensive these days.
I think
Pretty sure I
paid
went 16.
I didn't think it was that bad.
Well, maybe it's because my motherboard is DDR3, but I was looking at upgrading to like 32 gigs of RAM.
DDR4 is the newer one.
Yeah, my motherboard isn't a DDR4 compatible though.
That's
Yeah. So I'll probably build a new PC this summer.
Mr. Moneybag.
Office expense business write-off, so build a nice one.
Fortunately, I can't write this one off as a farm expense.
Why?
Can't.
Why not?
Well, I didn't think I could, but maybe my account will say I can.
As long as you're technically maybe possibly using it for managing farm expenses and farm layouts.
Oh, that turns off my street. I'll see. I got lots of other write-offs anyways.
Your roommate.
Nope.
You had cows you could ride on a snowmobile.
Yeah, we're running some beta developer versions, finding bugs. There's a lot of bugs, and once they fix those, we run a new version and rinse repeat. So I bumped the bitrate from 3500 to 4000, and there's still 0 frame drop, so that's good. I gotta change this bean texture, make them in rows.
Yeah.
Yeah, hired workers, they're pretty glitchy and they don't work really that good for me either. They've always struggled with that.
NFL memes just posted a tombstone. Here lies the legend of Big Dick Nick, RIP 2018 to 2019.
It's just Joe by himself now.
Yeah, maybe you can actually get viewers now.
He had more viewers than me the whole time. I'm not popular like you guys.
Not yet. You will be.
I used to have pretty good numbers, but if you stop streaming for any amount of time, the numbers really dwindle. I've noticed. Which I'm fine. If I had 2 viewers, I'd still stream.
Me too. I just want to hit 75 so Joe quits.
Do you think you can do it?
Oh yeah, Random said he'd shout me out. Dusty said he'd shout me out.
If everybody's shouting you out, well, I'll just do it. Oh, never mind. I can't shout you out. I don't got a page.
Get the squad and do it on his video.
Oh, yeah. Do the squad. You get more than 75 views. Oop, shit, wrong button. Better install Golf it then.
Yeah, you probably should.
Why does it say stream? I don't want to stream it, I want to install it. Do I want it on my SSD? No. Why can't I make a new Steam folder on my hard drive?
Whew. Alright. I'm back.
Where'd you go?
I had to take the dog out for a poo.
Oh.
It's pretty much 11:30 at night in game, but it's still pretty light out.
Yeah, there. Gets dark on the ground, but that blue sky is still.
Yeah, it's like they. What was it before? Too dark, and now it's too light.
Yeah. Too late.
Or maybe it gets darker after midnight, which their curve is still off.
Yeah.
Well, we might have to pick up a second combine next season. Just to speed things along here.
Probably have the money to buy one.
Especially if we do corn in this field.
Oh, yeah.
Might as well always just do beans in this field. Corn would be such a hassle.
Yeah.
What do they got for combines? Maybe do something other than John Deere. This New Holland's looking pretty legit. It's a little too small though.
All fits downloaded. Woo! Now we can school Jake at some golf.
You ain't schooling me, boy.
You'll be surprised. I've been practicing up on my skills a bit.
Too bad they don't have the new North American tracks on these.
On the combine?
Yeah, they got this small, like, prototype thing. For European track. Thanks for the views there, Cuba. Cuba!
Oh, what do you got from Jake? What the hell? It's funny. Is that a European commercial? It must be. I answer.
This chop straw looks so bad.
Not the greatest, is it?
This tiny little repeating texture. They couldn't figure out a UDIM for that.
I guess.
Man. Like, it's nice that it's in game, even though it has no function, but come on, make it look a little bit better.
Yeah, it's about time they put it in game.
So, what do we have in our bins so far?
$1 million liters.
$800 42,000 liters of corn, 600,000 liters of beans.
Yeah, pretty good.
Prices are pretty low for both. And as when we finish this bean field and forward to tomorrow, maybe we'll get some better prices. Only have $10,000.
Need to sell some stuff.
Our operation loan didn't come through yet.
Getting by on what you can.
Well, after this, we only have 2 more small cornfields to go, and we'll be done. So we bought our lime. Our lime should be enough to get this field done.
Lime's not that expensive anyway, is it?
No, a full trailer costs like 9,000 or something for 50,000 liters or whatever it was. It's not too bad.
So if you had to buy one more truckload, though, you might be a little tight.
Yeah, but if prices are up tomorrow, if there's a great demand, we'll probably truck some grain.
Might as well do it while Courseplay saving courses.
Although I'm gonna have to move my trigger, my unload trigger, because I don't have an auger yet to unload the bin. It's too low for the truck, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You didn't miss much there, Ark. We just have Courseplay to be able to save our courses now, so. Before it was crashing our game. That was about, but turns out deleting it and putting it back in fixed it. We got 24 hours on this combine. 30 hours on this guy. Oh yeah, Courseplay, this is not a fun map to play without it, that's for sure.
Would be if you weren't such a dick.
Oh?
Yeah,
Oh, now he shows up.
I've been here.
You never answer when I've been asking you stuff.
What'd you ask me?
Well, he's been ignoring you, so.
Yeah,
Well,
he does that.
doing a fucking diffuse thing, but I mean, if you wanted to hear me do it, well, I did it, but
I'd hate to hear what a diffuse is compared to a spec.
Yeah, what are the differences?
More color, more texture. No, the normal map would get real hairy.
Oh yeah.
what do you want to know, TPL?
I don't remember anymore. Long and past my age, I forget now.
Yeah, manual tillage without GPS kind of blows. Hired workers really suck. So I'm glad there's at least a working developer version of Horseplay, even though it's missing a lot of the functions. Missing some combine unload, bucket work. I forget what this one is in auger wagon.
Kind of feeling Chinese food.
Chinese food's always a good decision.
It is, and I buy like $80 worth, and I eat it all week. Maybe by the 5th day, it's maybe not the best. And
Damn. Yeah, I haven't tried out that chop or the chopper head. I haven't really done much for animals in this game yet. It was supposed to be my project today, but
What?
that didn't happen. Working on placeable dairy, so I can do a little bit of that.
your nap took priority.
Well, the PC, getting this thing converted over to the new case and getting the water cooler, and then yeah, I was pretty much tired.
You don't want to use
Working
random
too
here?
Well, I don't want. Yeah, I will, but I mean, I need to have it in the specific location
Oh.
on this map. So I need to build it and then make it placeable through the map items, and then but I'll have to use a different barn. I suppose I could use that barn for now. Just make the custom one later. That's actually there. But I had enough headaches for it today, so.
Sometimes just good to play.
Called it a day with the modding before I started. Didn't really have that patience or energy for that, so. I think Courseplay was crashing the game, so.
Yeah, fun.
This guy's only at 41%. This map was pretty slow and laggy in the old 7, GE7, but this 8 is really, you don't even notice it. It's pretty snappy. Still beta, apparently.
Yeah. How long is it gonna be beta for? A year?
I don't know.
Dude?
Giants kind of checked out of town here. They're still on a Christmas vacation or something. They're on Christmas vacation until summer. Yeah, I can't fire this guy. He's doing a lot better job than if I were to hire him out, so.
Doing better than the last guy.
Yeah. Hard to find some good help, but he's cheaper, and he doesn't quit every 5 minutes. So.
Doesn't complain.
Fuck you.
We weren't talking about you. I was actually talking about the in-game hired worker, but
Yeah, that's what I thought we were too, but
now that you mention it,
Oh, I'd put in work in this map.
GPS is key to do MP on this map. It's too bad Courseplay isn't multiplayer.
They tried in 17, but it never worked right.
What was wrong with it? Like courses weren't saving?
They're really glitchy when you added multiplayer.
Yeah. Should probably get it working on single player first. The normal map doesn't move on these tracks. Did you ever notice that?
Mm-mm.
never looked that close.
Oh man, it's like a solid texture, but I don't know what is moving. It has to be the normal map that's moving, because it doesn't have a diffuse texture, right? Anyway, maybe it's a spec map that's not moving, but something is definitely static. Looks weird.
Well, yeah, I see what you mean. Track kind of does, but like the bumpiness is like,
Rigid.
Yeah, the bumpiness is rigid, and it's just like this part of it like moves to show like.
That's really weird.
It is. Weird way to do it, but I guess it works if you don't look up close.
If you don't look at it, it works.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how the center of that doesn't work.
Well, the whole thing doesn't. It's just the things on the side move, so it makes it. There's a whole base that flat, like bumpy part to the track, and two squares or whatever's the thing that moves to deceive you. Crazy. You better get warmed up, Jake, so I don't kick your ass.
Oh,
Mind you, I better order some.
Chinese, dirty knees.
Yeah.
Chinese, Japanese, dirty knees. Look at these.
What am I looking at?
My man tits.
I used to say that saying in like middle school.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
flash
Pretty
teeth to your
standard.
dick or what?
No, I think I was a goody in school.
Ooh.
I didn't do
was
anything
not.
bad. Then I got to college and it was the opposite.
I'm the exact opposite of that. High school
Bad
was
in
my
high school.
prime. High school was my prime mischief days.
I think I did it backwards. I think college is more important.
And then I was
Yeah,
a
me too.
total bookworm nerd in college. Didn't party or anything. I was pretty much all partied out by then.
Crazy, yeah. I was opposite. Sure.
I don't think I would use any kind of a bale wrapper. I'd rather just put it in a bin and tarp it. For silage, right? I'm surprised Random hasn't converted a silage blade yet. Usually that's his go-to, isn't it?
TPF has got one.
I started on it, but I think he said he wasn't gonna wait for me. He was gonna do it eventually, but could be waiting a while.
He'll be working on his barns now. I guarantee
Yeah.
that will be his main focus.
What's he doing with his barns?
They're not like a multiplayer for some reason.
Oh. Yep, the joys of modding. Mostly headaches and frustration. The less modding you do, the more enjoyable the game is, I think.
Why stick to copy and pasting? Even that gets frustrating at times. Although UDIMs will be kind of nice just to know how to do that.
As long as your model's set up in Blender, it's pretty easy. Even if you're using already a textured separated, it's probably the best one to use actually. So you just move the UV map and export
Yeah.
again with the material applied. It's already got the spec map and normal map. You take out the diffuse and you're ready to go.
Yeah.
Just need to make new spec maps.
Yeah, with the wear and the need to get substance painter. That's one thing to do.
Yep, I did that. I did that either today or yesterday. I got that going.
It seemed pretty easy to use it as well.
Yeah, it seems a lot easier for painting than in Blender itself. It's a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Way quicker.
Select a brush and different kind of filters or whatever you want, and go.
So that's kind of gonna be my project tomorrow, is wrap up the spec map on that spreader box, see how that looks. Then I can kind of finish that mod.
That for sprayer.
Yep. Do the UDIM spec maps and call it a day. Although I haven't looked at how they do the UDIM on tracks. I think they probably... The texture is coming from the normal map, right? The textured track. Because they don't have a diffuse anymore, it's all rubber.
I think so.
So hopefully my normal map is good enough, otherwise I'll have to make some different normal maps to really bump up the track tread.
Yeah, it turns out, I guess.
I think it's kind of funny that you can repair your equipment through the garage. You don't actually have to take it to the dealership.
Yeah, through the menu.
For those of us who are lazy, it's great, but...
Yeah, it's a little unrealistic, but I'm sure they'd get a lot more flack if they... Well, I gotta drive this all the way back.
Right.
Yeah, you're playing a simulator, right? Yeah. All being realistic.
Who plays realistic?
No,
It's
no.
arcade. It's an arcade.
Pretty much kind of the way it's turned into. Console, anyway.
I try to play a little more realistic, but
There's only so much you can do, though.
you have to do a lot of pretending a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Because the game will let you do pretty much, you know, go across the plowed field at 37 miles an hour.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Helper D. They don't even give them names. The big D.
Hmm. I'm surprised they gave him like so many options to look different, but still didn't name them.
Yeah, so you can't yell at them. God damn it, Karen.
It's like a few other games I play. They have like NPCs that just have random names generated, and some of the names that come up, it's like, look at that name. Like that name is not like that is not professional. Like it's just some random name, and I was like, wow, how did that even get in their system to come up like that in the first place? Like it's just Captain. I can't even.
Jaquise.
Yeah, just some of the names is just like pretty inappropriate too, if you really look.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but I mean, yeah, some little kids or I don't know how this. But
How do you test Horseplay? You wait and to get it like everyone else. Who joined random stream last night? Nope. Why? Something went down or something?
I don't think anybody joined last night. You were here, TPF was here.
I don't know. Why can't I order pizza?
So you went from Chinese to pizza?
Yeah, because no Chinese place delivers, and I don't want to drive to get it.
Yeah, up in the middle of nowhere, Canada.
No, the town is only 9,000 people here, so it's well.
Well, that's a pretty
For
big
our-
town.
It is. It's got a Walmart tire.
If you got a Walmart and a Starbucks, you're good to go. Well, you guys do. Hortons up there. So.
There's some Starbuckses. In this town, we got 2 Tim Hortons. I was like, wow, really think we need 2?
Well, here they got a Dunkin' Donuts 2 blocks away from each other. It's ridiculous. Dunkin' Donuts is trash anyways. They make a good breakfast sandwich, but their coffee's terrible. It's
Yeah.
just really diluted. There's no caffeine. It's all sugar.
Good.
Then you go to actual coffee shops where they have actual espresso machines and they put espresso in your coffee. It's
Oh yeah. It's where it's at. I've had Starbucks a couple times. I remember.
somewhat
on?
YouTube certified. I don't know. I don't get
Oh, the squad.
it. Oh,
And it said certified by his name.
yeah, he's popped in my chats a couple times. Probably fishing for mods.
Yeah, he usually comes in an ass. In 17, we gave him a quad track with a pitbull blade on it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh yeah, he'll give us a little publicity, and didn't really get as much as I thought we would. But
My town that I grew up in was 500 people, and it had one
wow,
church and 3 bars.
that's a nice balance
That's
there.
not a southern town.
This is northwest Wisconsin.
Bars, jeez.
I got a map.
Did you?
Yep.
So I guess we need to put that on the server then. I asked him if he wanted us to. I didn't know if he sent it to you.
I gave him shit. I said, "Oh, sending stuff to Dusty too. He must be in another co-club that we're not a part of." He said it's got a portion. I don't know if it's all the way done. He said this is the latest.
What do you want me to play? A single player? Or did you want to get on and check it out with me?
We might play golf it here in a little bit. Whenever Dingaling's done eating.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll be a while. I just ordered it. I gotta watch some while I eat.
I'll watch you test it. You can put it on the server and test it on the server.
So we can get on it later. Okay.
60 people in your town? That's like a family reunion.
Yeah, for you.
This is what they call a harvest moon, right? You don't even need lights.
Right enough, yeah.
My sister's talking about how one of her patients is psycho and wants to fight her with a cane.
Gee. Just watch.
Hmm?
That'd be quite the spectacle to watch.
Oh yeah. Take his cane and beat him with it. Tristan's yelling at Random, and Random's not even in the line in the chat here.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor guy.
Poor guy's stupid and can't tell whose voice is who yet.
Charlie began making my order. Well, Charlie, pretty damn good.
You're my boy, Charlie.
Don't mess it up.
Hopefully he adds a little bit of extra sauce to it.
Hopefully that's the only way to eat that. No, last time I'd ordered something and the guy brought me my pizza. I was like, where's my other stuff? Oh crap, I forgot. So he came back and he brought me a bunch of complimentary pop and a whole bunch of stuff. It's like $20 worth of stuff. And I was like, dude, that's what I gave you for a tip. You're not supposed to give that to me back. Jeez. And I help the pizza guy out, man. Give him a break.
Yeah, I always tend to order food when it's like shitty weather, so
Yep. I always tip delivery drivers
I
nice.
tend to tip pretty good in that situation. So
I usually always tip because I'm too lazy to go out and do it myself, and they're. So I always feel bad, but.
Like even going to sit down restaurants, I tip nice. As long as like I keep getting drinks when the server stops by's nice, I tip decently too there.
Yeah, I'm always. I'm usually always 20% at least. Like that's a pretty good tip, but that's usually my minimum. I have not tipped before, but that's
Very
when
rare.
somebody's been like really bad and rude. But I at least give them 10. I'd give them minimum if they weren't that great.
my default's usually at 10%. If
I think
it's
I've given.
if it's
I've
pretty
done less
exceptional,
than.
I'll do more. But
I've done less than 10, but we were at like a restaurant and fuck the waitress got us like one drink in 45 minutes, and they weren't that busy.
Damn.
That's why usually if we go anywhere, we sit at the bar anymore. Like Texas Roadhouse, we'll go sit at the bar. Hoo Ha, we go sit at the bar.
yeah, if you want drinks, that's probably a good place to go.
Well, we've even. Yeah, it's not even, it wasn't just drinks, but it took 20 minutes for us to get our order. Random's not in here, you dumb shit. Jesus Christ.
I feel like I'm over tipping.
Yeah, I think you are.
I always tip 20%.
I feel
Oh, like
that's high.
if they're good at drinks and they stop by, I mean 20%'s nothing for me. But I've been in the food industry before working, so I kind of know how it is.
Right.
You're still kind of in the food industry. Just do it for animals.
Yeah, well, I used to work at a bar in high school.
Yeah. The conversation is boring. Come on.
You know,
Somebody needs some joke.
Give your balls a tug.
Hold on, Tristan's gonna think random's in here then.
See, I wish I could see the combine lights from here. It's close. I can see the combine. Why can't I see the lights?
Because it's bright out. Look at that sky.
Well, that's
Like,
one thing.
The
I mean,
clip distance of the light should match the clip distance of the vehicle.
I think you can go into your game and actually make your clip distance larger than what you can in game
For lights?
for everything.
Yeah, I have everything like 200%. And tracks
All right,
and
give
shit.
us a 20% tip to stop talking about tips.
Here's a tip. Don't pet a burning dog.
Don't eat the yellow snow.
Yeah.
Or do.
TPF likes those lemon snow cones.
Welcome to the Himalayas.
You can never tell, you know.
Snowco?
What is that? The
Homemade.
Dumb and Dumber? The cop drinks the piss beer.
So piss would be bad, but warm piss would be terrible.
I don't know, Ethan. Email Giant.
Giants is on Christmas break still. They're out of commission till June probably.
I don't think they do maps anyway, like it'd be other modders.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is you got to get other modders to get the maps done and get them working, and then upload them to Giants. But
I could see it being quite a while.
well, if it's anything like Giants does with their equipment, like yeah, I'm sure you got to probably have a certain file size.
Yeah, and what was it? There was a bunch of other kind of like stupid criteria, but in order to be on consoles, you need it.
You gotta have
no,
bitmaps, no errors, no scripts,
certain file size.
can't be branding issues. Yep, not worth it to me.
Courseplay did that in 17 and 15. Always missed some on the headlines. You can't hear him, you dumb shit. Random is not in here.
Or is he?
No, he's not. I just checked Discord.
I'm not sure who he thinks who ended it.
Somebody do anything to the bed?
Yeah.
What?
What do you mean this?
On the server.
Nah, Dylan fixed spec maps.
Yeah, but didn't you do something to the S series? That why?
Yeah, but I when I had it, we were on the server. If it didn't change, why am I?
Hmm. Probably is in the bar. I wouldn't blame him.
He said he was out eating because I asked him if we were gonna play golf. He's like, maybe later. I'll get him food.
Yeah.
Get in my belly.
I can't wait to see how shitty Joe is at golf. It.
No faith.
Can't be any worse than me.
Just call me Tiger Woods.
You can't be any worse than
And who you cut out at the end?
Tat.
Oh. He wasn't good at the game, was he?
No.
It takes. There is a little bit of a learning curve. Like before, I didn't even know you could jump, and all of a sudden, I was like, "You guys
That's
are
an-
jumping your phone?"
That's an extra feature you can do. Like we played like 10 games in a row, and then we fucked with text and turned jumping off. So he's sitting there trying to spam jump, and it ain't working. And he's getting frustrated. You upload a video, or are you live again?
Who?
You.
No.
Oh, here. One live video almost already uploaded from earlier.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I got 2 of them up now. I might delete the first half an hour, the first one. Since it's choppy, yeah, my other one probably just finished doing its thing. Oh god, left the store with my order. All right.
Damn, your pizza place is fast.
Yeah. So that was a no on the Chinese. Some Kung Pao chicken. I like egg rolls. Egg rolls are the best. Lo mein. Yeah, TPF and Jake, as far as I know.
And Dusty.
Is he?
Yeah, he's just not talking to us.
It's gonna be midnight pretty quick here, and it looks like it's early morning. Pretty blue ass sky.
The underdogs is in here talking in Joe's stream, thinking he's talking to Trailer Park.
Yeah, I just saw that. I totally read that wrong the first time.
Giants can't even get their game correct. There's no way they'd be able to make beans get tough.
They can't even put beans in rows. Or even a proper bean texture.
Or wheat and rows.
They can't even add blinkers to John Deere.
Combine.
Yeah, the chop straw in 17 was more legit than this.
I get they tried to do it this way for like consoles, but they could have done it a lot better than what they did.
At least don't put it on the same layer as your other shit like fertilizer. You know? And if you're gonna put on the same layer as fertilizer, at least get some fertilization for tilling it in. Or something.
Oh yeah,
Make it
that's
functional.
that's kind of annoying. You spread fertilizer over it and it gets rid of the chopped straw.
Yeah, that would have been huge, but they're still in the whole number block thing. It's all about grids. I mean, look at the chop straw texture. It's just a repeating texture and grid. So if they were to go to a new system, I don't know how they would do that, but that would be ideal. And it wouldn't really add a whole lot to the game in terms of like functionality, but it would make it look a lot better. Multi-terrain angles, and if you could have that with the crops following that, that would be great. So we're over 3 hours. Damn. Probably have another hour or two in this field, at least.
Pizza guy must have got here with TPS pizza and the extra sausage.
Just giving him his tip right now. I don't know, that 8RT is still one of my favorite looking tractors. Unless I had a RX. Dang it. Why do I get a dang it? This combine's gotta hurry his ass up. like a forge harvester? Yeah, I thought for sure that was gonna be a given, but also no John Deere cotton harvester either. I don't think they want John Deere to dominate the game and all the other brands. Chat's delayed? Maybe it's delayed for... No, it's set at normal latency. So that's probably why. I'll have to kind of look at that and see why the chat's delayed. Wow, we almost got a full cart this time. I'm gonna export this Kinsey and put a freaking light on the hopper.
Doesn't have one on there.
It just has like the little Corona thing, but it doesn't have an actual light source. So it's not helping. Yeah, in 17 those silage blades were always pretty buggy. I haven't
Yep.
tried them in 19, but I imagine they work the same. I don't think they did any work on the tip collisions or anything like that that I know of. It all seems to be pretty much the same. Yeah, when you export a mod, you generally have to kind of mess around with the i3D filing and the mod description and make sure it's all referencing the same stuff so the game recognizes it. It's not as easy as just putting it in a folder and putting it in your mods folder. I don't know why this guy drops his header so late. This is... I thought they fixed that.
Is there a way to change, like, his... that
Well, I did
rate
an
of-
offset a meter back, and that's not helping. I thought they fixed this because they had this issue for a while.
Oh.
Combine Convoy. I wonder what that is. just gotta convert my mixer then there, underdog. If you want a bigger one. VTC 180. Big old girl. Yeah, just zip it up and do the cloud converter. That will swap out your shaders for you. Then you're gonna have to kind of go back and manually fix a lot of the things it missed, but I don't know, I think the Draper animation's looking pretty good. The timing doesn't seem too fast. Alright, I'm getting kind of sick of sitting here. It's been, what, 3 hours? Jesus. Time to call it a night.